Hi, how are you? Today's subject, slavery.
Slavery.
No, piracy. Piracy is today's subject. I've been thinking about this a lot because I don't know. I've been looking at companies. I've been looking at different things. I got what spurred this whole thing was a product, right? I bought an Ambernac device, right? So I could play Final Fantasy on the go. I don't know if you can see that. You can probably hear it though. I get to play this game on the go. This is why. This is why I bought this, to play Final Fantasy on the go. I do own the actual game. It's packed away in a box somewhere, but I don't own a PlayStation 1. I own the game, but I don't own myself a PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 3 that's compatible with it right now. But I bought this device so I could play it on the go. The problem is it came with a bunch of stuff that I do not own. And it just made me realize, right, there's like a moral dilemma. But then the moral dilemma is kind of swept under the rug because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't. The problem with it is that, for one, like, you would feel bad, like, stealing something. You know what I mean? Because there's like a moral dilemma there. You don't want to just steal something so that nobody makes any money. Nobody gets paid, people suffer from that, you know. But you buy a movie on your phone, and all of a sudden, you can watch that movie, but they can take it away at any time because you don't actually own that movie. You cannot download it, you cannot save it, you can screen capture it with much effort, by the way. You can screen capture it and save it on a hard drive somewhere, but them allowing you to download it after you bought it, it doesn't exist. How come, right? These multi-billion-dollar industries, right? Especially streaming services right now, they have access to all this media, and if you pay for the media, they just give you a license to watch it. Like, they don't let you actually buy or own any of it. It's like a long-term rental, and now they got ads on top of everything. There's a reason why piracy has exploded. It's really weird how you can go to some of these piracy websites and they work better than these billion-dollar companies. Like Netflix. You think Netflix runs well? Try going to a piracy website. That thing runs excellent. And it has like outages like maybe once a month. And all your movies are in the highest of quality right off the bat. I mean, that's how much control they have over it. Right now, it's really expensive to get into streaming services. I remember it being like $5-6 just to have like a Disney Plus or a Netflix account. Now it's like $15 with ads. It's pretty bad. Looking at these subscription fees and stuff, and it's a no wonder. It's really a no wonder that people are pirating. The websites work better. You can actually download it, save it, keep it. It's yours forever. And nobody's going to take it away from you. You can literally start watching a series and it's not going to get removed because the billion-dollar industry doesn't feel like paying. The streaming services are killing themselves. They really are. They are shooting themselves in the foot. And because they're rich and they have all this money, they will not listen to their customers. They do not care about you. They will not support you in anything. They won't even support the fact that you are part of their service. If somebody hacks into your account, you're lucky if you can get an actual person on the phone to get into your account. Unsubscribe. Cancel that card. Get all that out of their stuff. They have no business getting your money. Yes, it will pay the employees, and I understand, because the employees are more important than these terrible business executives. But I digress. Piracy is fantastic, and I don't think it's going to go away. China is selling lots of devices right now, loaded with games that you can't buy anywhere, that you literally cannot buy. because the systems are obsolete or whatever. And you come here in America, you can't buy a device, right? You can't buy a device like this from America that's loaded with obsolete games because they're getting stuck on digital rights management. They're so busy with that, right, that they can't even get their own head out of their essentially, right? Like they can't, I don't know, they're stuck on it. How come I have to go to GOG, right, to buy games and have a downloadable installer that I can install on my computers and stuff? GOG has literally stopped me from pirating. Thank you, GOG. I love Steam, and I use Steam because Steam is really cheap. There's almost no reason to pirate video games right now if it comes out on Steam. You can literally just wait for a game to come out on Steam and eventually will get on sale. I mean, if you're in like a country where you're not allowed to buy certain games or whatever, do what you gotta do, bro. That's complicated. Your country literally won't let you play those games. You do what you gotta do. Like Germany getting bent out of shape over Call of Duty World at War. But like piracy for video games right now, it's so low because there's no reason to do it. But all you have to do is give somebody a reason. Just give them a reason. You want to get paid as a developer? Keep doing it right. Customer first, not executive first, not company first, not tools first to make the game. Customer first. What does the customer think? What does the customer feel? If I'm paying $70 for a game, that game better launch. It better work for more than 2 hours, right? It better not be crashing, because I'm returning that sucker if that's the case. You better have a solid game. And if it's not solid, it just shows your worth as a developer. You are showing your worth. I guess what I wanted to get across, right, is the gaming industry is doing it right now. But with Battlefield having to be launched in safe mode and all that, it made me realize that the time might be coming. There is a time where it's coming. I mean, Steam's fighting back against the ads and stuff, but it's not going to last forever. Eventually, there are going to be games with ads and all these different DRM tools to prevent piracy and stuff. They're not going to work. I mean, piracy will get good, but it's not going to actually work. Like, people will find ways around it. They always do. It's like preventing cheating in video games, right? They'll literally have to have AI anti-cheat will have to be good, but eventually somebody's going to find a way to disable it. It's sad, but it's true. Like there will always be people finding ways around it. People will always be able to pirate games, and there will be nothing you can do about it. But if you're a good business executive, right, and you have control over money, assets, you can literally see what people are doing and make a good decision on that, right? Netflix was cheap and convenient. Why do you think everybody used it, right? Everybody had Netflix. It was cheap, convenient. Multiple members of the family could use it. And then they got stuck on, oh, too many people are able to use it, so we're losing money from that. So now we got to implement, like, track your location so we know whether you're using it at home or not, and stop you from using your Netflix account if you're in Chicago when you're from some other part of Illinois. I don't know. I think that system's really weird, and it shows their greed. They have to squeeze every dollar out of their customer if they can. Oh, we're not making enough money with the cheap version of Netflix? Let's slap some ads on it so we make more money. Really? Is that a good business decision? I mean, I haven't had Netflix in years, but like, the small amount of time that I did have it, I was like, man, this is so disappointing. You would think a company that big that has a stock that's well over $1,000 that they would be able to make good decisions. It doesn't seem that way. It seems like they want to plummet their stock. Like every day, it's like they're trying to short themselves or something. I don't know. It's kind of spooky looking if you ask me. Disney's the same way. They started out cheap, and then they cranked up the price, took off stuff that had legal trouble, and now they're putting ads on stuff. Like, I don't know about you, but me, I ain't gonna subscribe to that. I'm not gonna pay for that. I will buy physical media, right? I like owning stuff when I buy it. I don't want it to disappear the next day. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I buy something just to watch it disappear? I mean, if it's food, okay, you know, digital assets and stuff, you should not screw over your customers like that. Your customers can literally type in one website or two websites and get everything they need. Everything. Manga, anime, books, games, TV, music. All of these things can be downloaded and streamed on a piracy website. And the only answer to that is you're gonna try stopping that? Okay, but how long will you stop it? You know what I mean? You can't stop piracy. What you can do is make it easier not to do piracy. That is the solution. Netflix, $6.99 a month, and a simple login. Your family members have access to it. What reason do you have to pirate? I mean, maybe they took the Office off, you know, but find another cheap subscription that does have the Office, right? Another company can pick up the slack where Netflix doesn't, you know? I think that's pretty easy to do. What I'd comb like piracy websites for, right, is movies that don't exist. So there's a version of Dog of Flanders that was made in 1999. I wanted to watch that movie because I watched it as a kid and it was a really good movie. Trying to find that movie is obnoxious. It's like nowhere to be found. And I don't know if it's because of the rights or something weird like that. I don't know. It just does not exist. For a little while, I thought that I was going crazy and the movie didn't exist. And then I found one website that actually had the movie. And what's crazy is people will call that like illegal activity trying to find a movie. It's not. If the actual company itself doesn't support it in any way, shape, or form, it's up for grabs, dude. Maybe not legally. Who's gonna stop them? You don't have internet police combing for the movie 1999 Dog of Flanders. I'm sorry. That just doesn't exist. And I mean, like, certain games will be like that too. It's hard to get certain movie licensed games, right? Because a lot of them, they get their rights dropped, whether it's by EA or something like that. It's hard to get a hold of them. Sometimes they're easy to get a hold of if they're well off, you know, like the Lord of the Rings games or something like that. But for the most part, no. A lot of those movie games, they come out and then they're gone. They disappear. Comic books, reading comic books online has never been easier than pirating, but what's preventing me from doing that is Comics Unlimited. You know what I mean? It's just an app on your Kindle. You subscribe for a few dollars and you get to read unlimited comic books. Kindle Unlimited does that with books. I mean, their picks are all right, you know. I don't know if I would recommend it yet. I'm still goofing around with that, but the minute they add ads or they take away your favorite books, that's when everybody's going to pirate. Everybody. So Amazon, don't screw that up. You have a really good business plan set up. Don't mess that up. Don't be like Netflix and be like, oh, here's all this great stuff, and then take it away from the customers. Upcharge them, take away their favorite movies and shows, upcharge them, slap ads on it. You think those guys are going to stay? No, they're going to go pirate. Pirating has never been so easy. And yes, there's morality involved too, because you want to support the creators of such things. And what a lot of people will do, right, is if they're pirating and they really like something, right, they'll actually buy it. If they really like something, they will buy it. So like selling the license, chocked full of ads with a subscription that is more than it needs to be, better be careful. And I'm looking at you too, Spotify. Right now, you have a really good deal. I like it. But what's going on with England and Europe and all that, I'm almost ashamed to have a subscription to it. And maybe one day, right, if you guys keep throwing yourselves down this hole of always needing more money and IDs and all that, maybe I just won't subscribe to Spotify, you know? Maybe I'll just find a different service, an alternative. It wouldn't have to be piracy. You know, there's websites you can buy music for cheap. That's what I would do. That way I could own it forever. Not have to worry about a streaming service or, you know, God forbid, a subscription service that I can just toss out the window. But at $15 a month, I don't pirate music. don't steal. I mean, I'll still buy music. If I really like it, I'm buying the CD or I'm buying the digital package, whatever it may be, I'm doing if I really like it. I like owning my music if I can. I'll buy vinyls and stuff like that because I like collecting stuff, which is not a good habit. But I personally think that we should definitely look more into this piracy problem, because piracy doesn't need to be this bad. People should be getting paid. There shouldn't be this big of a loss. Piracy, if you guys could sweep it under the rug by coming out with cheap, fantastic deals that the people can take advantage of, what reason is there to pirate? I'm still subscribed to Crunchyroll, but the minute they start throwing ads on there and being stupid, like, I'm probably gonna unsubscribe. I mean, for $10 a month, I love it and I use it all the time. I love Crunchyroll. It's a fantastic deal. You get movies, shows, and it's in high quality. I can watch it on my TV, log into it. That's the way to do it. Customers first. Customers first. But the moment you slap ads on it, you jack up the price, you already know what's happening. Anyways, I think I've said enough on this subject for now. Leave your thoughts and feedback below, and I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day. Take her easy.